Today we're going to be making our Dr. Seuss inspired balloon ride picture. And in this awesome picture, we're going to have a picture of a balloon floating away, just like in the book, Oh, the Places You Will Go. And we're going to actually end up including a picture of ourselves inside an actual real picture. So let's get started. For this project, you're going to need a blank piece of paper, a pencil, a Sharpie, some coloring materials, whatever kind you prefer, and of course a photo of yourself. You can take a picture of yourself and then print it out and cut it out from there. There's lots of different ways you could do it. If you don't have a way of getting a photo, we can just do a drawing of yourself in the balloon basket instead. So let's try to do this balloon. So the way we're going to create this balloon is this is going to be the biggest thing in the picture because it's the most impressive, fun thing. And usually you think of a balloon being a nice big round shape. We're going to make our balloon look like it has movement, like it's floating away in the breeze. So I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to draw my balloon going out, and I'm going to have it coming back in. Kind of like the opening is off to the side. If it's hard to do this from the side view, you could always tilt your paper and then draw it like a normal balloon shape and then tilt it back. Once you have your balloon shape drawn, we're going to draw the part where the string is. So we're going to close this up and we're going to draw a string coming down. We need the end of the balloon here too, so we're going to just draw kind of like a little funny little circle shape over here with a little piece that's coming towards it because we want it to look like a balloon that you might blow up. All right, so we have this. Now we need to get to a basket at the bottom. So I'm going to zoom in for a minute so we can see some of those details. So here's the end of our balloon. I did a little oval shape and I did a little funny little line connecting to the balloon. And then I have this line that's coming down. We're going to create the basket. Now it's not going to be a normal shaped basket because this is going to be a Dr. Seuss type of basket. So we're going to take our pencil, we're going to make a squished oval shape. Okay, nice big squished oval so we have room to fit our little body into. So put it right where that string is. And then underneath it, we're going to create the bottom of our basket, but it's going to be kind of a lumpy, funny shape. So I'm going to create sort of this lumpy, funny shape, wavy line, and then I'm going to stop it, a little ways. And then I'm going to do something similar, and I'm going to have it connect to the line I just did. So it looks like it's going from big to small. And then at the end, we can have something fun hanging off of it, some wavy line with some sort of funny shape. I'm just going to do kind of like a weird, wobbly shape at the end. And the thing that's going to help make this more Dr. Seuss-ish is I'm going to draw some lines. I'm just going to draw some lines that don't go all the way across, that go just part way. Some are long, some are short on one side. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. Some long, some short, some long, some short. But I'm not having them connect to the other side. They're just like little quick marks. Let's go back up to our balloon now. Okay, here's our nice large balloon shape. I want to add some patterns to this to create a more Dr. Seuss friendly balloon. Most of his balloons have stripes, but if you would rather do a different design, maybe zigzags or wavy lines, that's totally fine. Let me show you how you do a curved pattern. So I'm going to take my line, instead of doing stripes that are straight, because this is a balloon, I want to do curved lines. So I'm going to take my pencil, I'm going to do a bunch of curved lines like this. And remember I said that you could do some that are different. So instead of doing all curved lines like this, maybe you'd rather do all zigzag lines, maybe all wavy lines. There's a lot of options. So think about what kind of pattern you want to repeat. What kind of line do you want to repeat over and over and over again? And then the last thing we're going to do is do some marks on the side, just like how we did some marks down here on the basket. we're going to do some marks on the side of our balloon here as well. So I'm going to draw some lines, some zigzags. I'm not going to have them go all the way up the balloon, just a little ways. Okay, and I am done with my drawing part of this project. Now I'm ready to move on to my Sharpie part of my project. So let's zoom back out so we can see a little bit about what we have been left with. Okay, so here we have our Dr. Seuss inspired balloon with some cool patterns on it. We have a string that goes down to the funny wonky basket with a funny little thing hanging off of it. Remember to put ourselves in the basket, but first we have to draw and color our basket and our balloon. So I'm going to take my Sharpie now and I'm going to outline everything I did with Sharpie, because part of Dr. Seuss's work is that he outlines everything in black. He uses really bright, beautiful colors, but he also outlines things in black. So we're going to do that before we add any colors today. So let's get started. Okay, I outlined everything. Now I want to erase all my leftover erase marks. You can either use the end of your pencil, or if you have a nice big huge eraser, that might be even easier to work with. The last thing I'm going to do, now that I've outlined everything and erased all of my pencil marks, is I'm going to color in a few parts with more black, because I really want certain parts to stand out. So I've outlined everything, which is great. Now I've got to do a little bit more coloring in just to emphasize or make certain parts stand out a little bit more. So the first thing I do is I'm actually going to fill in my basket with the black so that it looks real dark inside, so that when I am popping out of it, it really looks obvious and fun. The next thing I'm going to do is add a little bit more black on the one side of my basket. So just this motions on the side. So this is going to be the shadow of my basket. So I'm doing it only on the right side, not the left side, just the right. I'm going to do the same thing underneath my basket here, my balloon here, just on the bottom side, not on the top side. So I'm just going to fill in these little scribbles so that they're just a little bit darker and a little bit more obvious. Okay, I am now done with my Dr. Seuss inspired balloon. So it is time to add my favorite part, which is the color. We're going to try to use really bright, solid colors. Again, you can use any coloring material you want. Color pencils, crayons, markers, or even paint if you happen to have it. Whatever is going to make it bright and fun. Let's get going. Okay, so our Dr. Seuss inspired balloon is all finished. I added some bright colors using my markers, and I chose to keep the basket a solid color, this little funny shape hanging off a different color, and then every stripe or every section I decided to choose to do a different color. I then just started repeating it, but maybe your stripes might end up being a pattern. You might have yellow, orange, and then make this yellow, orange, yellow, and just keep going the whole way that way. Or you could do a variety of colors like I did as well. So at this point, the last step is to take a picture of ourselves, cut it out, and stick it right here in this basket. Or if you are not able to do that, to draw a picture of yourself hanging out in your basket. But one thing you might want to do is add a few extra features so that you're not alone in this sky. Maybe put a few more stretched out, fun shaped balloons in the background, but really small so that we can't see all the details. And you could repeat your drawing back here with maybe different types of balloons. So instead of curved lines, the whole balloon is filled with zigzags or wavy lines or something else. So if you want to, you can have a few other things, maybe some clouds, just to show that we're not alone in this sky, but we're kind of floating around. But that's totally optional. So can't wait to see your finished work, and I hope that you guys had fun making this with me.